In the dead of night, as the first light of dawn crept over Ouagadougou, Captain Ibrahim Traoré's forces launched a lightning raid that shook the world, seizing 2 million stolen digital profiles from hidden servers controlled by foreign powers. Whispers of betrayal echoed through the streets. Who had sold Africa's data? Hearts raced as the continent held its breath, wondering if this bold move would spark freedom or ignite a global firestorm. Join the thrilling saga of Africa's battle for digital freedom on Faso Histories. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Be part of our growing community and never miss a story. In the heart of Ouagadougou, where the morning sun painted dusty streets gold, a silent theft was draining Africa's soul. Millions of digital profiles, from farmers' dreams to children's selfies, were being stolen by faceless foreign powers. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's fierce young leader, could feel the weight of this invisible chains on his people. Every tap on a phone, every shared story, was swept into secret servers far beyond the continent, used to control markets, sway votes, and weaken nations. Traoré, barely 30, stood on his balcony at dusk, staring at the horizon, his jaw tight with resolve. He'd learned of hidden buildings in the capital, humming with machines that held 2 million stolen profiles, each one a piece of Africa's future. With his trusted team of tech-savvy engineers and loyal soldiers, he began unraveling the web of data theft. They worked in the shadows, mapping cables and tracing signals, discovering how deeply the betrayal ran. A schoolteacher's shopping list, a teenager's favorite song, a mother's health records, all sold for profit. Traoré's blood boiled, but he knew a reckless move could alert powerful enemies watching from distant skyscrapers. His team whispered of risks, guards, alarms, even foreign hackers ready to erase evidence. Yet, the deeper they dug, the more they found a network so vast it touched every corner of Africa. Traoré gathered his allies in a dimly lit room, their faces tense with purpose. "This is our fight," he said, his voice steady. "For our children, for our freedom." They planned in secret, sketching out a daring dawn raid to reclaim what was theirs. But as the meeting ended, a faint buzz from a laptop signaled trouble. A single leaked message could unravel everything. Would their plan stay hidden, or had the enemy already caught their scent? The night grew darker, and Traoré's heart raced, knowing the battle for digital sovereignty was just beginning, with the whole world watching. Under a starlit sky in Burkina Faso, where the air hummed with secrets, Captain Ibrahim Traoré gathered his team in a hidden grove, plotting a strike to reclaim 2 million stolen digital profiles from foreign hands. The discovery of secret servers had lit a fire in him, but this mission, Operation Clearsight, demanded precision, or Africa's dreams could be lost forever. Traoré's eyes gleamed as he leaned over maps with his tech wizards and soldiers, their whispers blending with the rustle of leaves. They pinpointed the target: old buildings in Ouagadougou, humming with machines that held the continent's stolen data, every click, every hope, every life. Young engineers crafted tools to hack the servers without triggering alarms, while soldiers trained to slip past guards like shadows. Traoré sent coded messages to allies across Africa, sparking a quiet rebellion as leaders in Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya vowed to support the cause, dreaming of digital sovereignty. Every detail was scrutinized. Entry points, power grids, escape routes. They planned to move at dawn, when the city slept, but the stakes gnawed at them. One wrong step could alert foreign powers, who'd stop at nothing to keep their grip on Africa's data. A young coder, Amina, showed Traoré a program to lock the servers, but her hands shook. She'd found traces of a counter-hack, a digital trap set by enemies watching from afar. The team worked through the night, sweat beading on their foreheads as they tested their tools under flickering lanterns. Traoré's calm voice steadied them. "This is for our people, our future." But as the stars faded, a scout rushed in, breathless, reporting a strange signal pinging from the target site. Had their plan been compromised? The group froze, hearts pounding, as Traoré stared into the darkness, knowing the clock was ticking. Would they outsmart the unseen foe? Or was a digital ambush waiting to crush their hopes before dawn? The answer hung in the air, sharp as a blade. As the first rays of dawn kissed Ouagadougou's quiet streets, Captain Ibrahim Traoré's team launched Operation Clearsight, a daring raid to seize 2 million stolen digital profiles from foreign-controlled servers hidden in the city's heart. The air crackled with tension as soldiers and tech experts, moving like ghosts, slipped into shadowy buildings, their boots silent on cracked floors. Traore, guiding the mission from a makeshift command center, watched grainy feeds on a laptop, his heart pounding. Inside, the team found rows of humming machines, each holding fragments of Africa's soul farmers' bank details, students' chats, mothers' medical records. The engineers, led by Amina, worked feverishly, plugging in devices to transfer the data to secure African servers. No guns were drawn. This was a war of code and cunning. Outside, the city stirred, unaware of the battle unfolding. But then, a red alert flashed on Amina's screen. A foreign hacker, thousands of miles away, had detected the breach and was fighting back, unleashing a digital worm to erase the profiles. Sweat dripped as the team raced to outmaneuver the attack, fingers flying over keyboards. Traore's voice crackled through their earpieces, calm but urgent. "We can't lose this. Keep going." Soldiers stood guard, eyes scanning for any sign of physical retaliation, knowing foreign agents could be near. The clock ticked down. Every second risked exposure. Amina's code finally broke through, securing another batch of profiles. But the worm was relentless, eating away at the last server. The team held their breath as she typed one final command, her hands trembling. Success or failure hung on a thread. 2 million lives. Africa's future teetered on the edge. Just as the sun broke fully over the horizon, a guard whispered, "Movement outside." Had the enemy sent reinforcements? Traore clenched his fist, staring at the screen, as the team's fate and the continent's hope balanced on a knife's edge. Would they escape with the data, or had the dawn betrayed them to a trap closing in? The answer pulsed in the silence, waiting to be revealed. As dawn's light spread across Ouagadougou, the success of Operation Clearsight sent shockwaves through Africa. Captain Ibrahim Traoré's team had reclaimed 2 million stolen digital profiles, ripping them from the grip of foreign powers. The news hit like a thunderclap, igniting cheers in markets and villages as people learned their personal data. Every photo, message, and dream had been wrested back. Traoré stood before a crowd, his voice steady but fierce, explaining how these profiles were used to manipulate elections and economies, robbing Africa of its future. "Our data is our power," he declared, sparking a continent-wide awakening. Families began checking their phones, wary of what they shared, while schools taught kids to protect their digital lives. Leaders in Senegal, Ethiopia, and beyond joined the call, drafting laws to guard their nation's data. But the victory was fragile. Whispers of foreign spies plotting retaliation spread like wildfire. Traoré's team uncovered traces of new hacking attempts, subtle probes from distant servers trying to claw back control. In secret meetings, analysts pored over the seized profiles, revealing how deeply the theft had cut. A nurse's private record sold for profit, a student's ideas used to sway votes. The people's pride swelled, but so did their fear. Could they hold this ground? Traoré deployed cyber sentinels to monitor the web, while communities rallied to build local apps and servers, dreaming of a free digital Africa. Yet, late at night, a coded message flickered across a tech screen, hinting at a mole within their ranks. Who could be trusted? The air grew heavy with suspicion as Traoré scanned his team, knowing one wrong move could unravel their triumph. Across the continent, eyes stayed glued to screens, watching for updates, wondering if this spark of sovereignty would grow or be snuffed out. As stars lit the sky, a faint hum from a hidden server signaled danger. Was it a glitch, or had the enemy already struck back? The hope of millions hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of a new battle, with Africa's digital freedom at stake. As the sun rose over a transformed Africa, Captain Ibrahim Traoré's daring dawn raid to seize 2 million stolen digital profiles had become a legend, whispered in villages and celebrated in city squares. But the fight for digital sovereignty was far from over. Years after Operation Clearsight, the continent buzzed with new energy. Local apps thrived, servers hummed in African hands, and children learned to guard their data like treasure. The reclaimed profiles had been returned to their owners, empowering farmers to sell crops online, students to share ideas safely, and families to connect without fear. Traoré, now a symbol of hope, traveled across nations, inspiring young coders and leaders to build a digital future free from foreign control. Yet, Shadows lingered, rumors swirled of a powerful new hacking network, backed by global tech giants, plotting to undermine Africa's gains. In Ouagadougou, Traore's team monitored the web, catching faint signals of intrusion attempts. Like ghosts in the code, communities rallied, sharing knowledge to strengthen their networks, while schools taught kids to spot digital traps. At night, FAMI,